Welcome back, everyone, to NAD Park out in Bremerton. It is a absolutely beautiful morning, and we're going to do 9 holes out here, a 9-hole loop with Freyja. Freyja isn't planning on playing. She instead is going to be here to torture me.
Yeah.
We're going to play a little dice game where the dice decide what disc and what throw I'm making. So this should be interesting. All right, guys, how this game is played is Freyja's going to throw 4 dice. The first 2 dice are going to be determining what type of throw we're throwing, and then the other 2 dice decide what disc. So, Frey, go ahead and throw the dice.
Okay.
All right, what do we got here? What am I throwing, Frey?
You are throwing a stable tomahawk driver.
Okay. Hole 1, 228 feet, right up here. So we have a stable driver on tomahawk. I don't have the greatest selection of long distance drivers in my bag. The straightest thing I have is my ballista. So it's actually listed as a fairly overstable disc, but that has not been my experience on my throws. So I'm going to count my ballista as my straight driver. And we're going to put it on tomahawk. And I never realized that these branches are so low here. That could be interesting.
Look.
All right. Well, we got some range. Got down there a little ways. This actually wasn't that bad of a throw. How we're playing this is Frey gets to roll for me for every shot up until I'm somewhere mid circle 2-ish. It probably should just be all of circle 2, but I'm not a good enough judge of distance to tell you if I'm in circle 2 right now or not. I think I might be, but I'm just gonna. I wouldn't putt from this range. I'd be chipping up anyway, so we'll go ahead and play it. So Freyja rolled an understable driver on an inverted throw. So we've got my streamlined jet here that I'm going to throw upside down and try to get it just right up there. Should be actually a pretty easy shot.
Because inverted, all it does is go the opposite direction.
Yep, I have to throw it upside down.
It's upside down in the opposite direction. That's like the only
Whoa,
difference.
that thing threw way more overstable upside down than it does right side up. But it's still going to be an easy putt. All right, Freyja, what am I doing?
You're doing a stable fairway, doing a tomahawk.
Tomahawk again off the tee pad. Jeez. All right. Stable fairway. That's going to be. Well, I think I put my Insanity as my most middle of the road disc. Okay, hole 2, 260. It's right down here. Insanity is not a bad choice for this drive if I was throwing backhand. But we're going to go tomahawk. So my goal is to just put it somewhere off the right side, I guess. Actually, I'm going to kind of aim in the middle a little bit and just hope I miss the trees. Yeah, that's about what I was looking for. Shouldn't be too bad. Okay, Frey, what am I doing?
You are doing a stable fairway, doing a forehand.
Oh, so same thing except forehand instead of tomahawk.
Yeah.
So same disc on a little chip up forehand. I have to try to not overpower this. Oh, I may have gone way past. But it is putting at least, so I don't have to worry about the dice.
Now all it is a putt.
What?
It's just a putt.
It is just a putt. Definitely longer than I'd like to leave myself. Oh, yeah. It's a tap in, but that gave me a bogey.
Yep.
All right, Frey, go for it.
You get
another stable one.
Yep. Wait. No, you get a mid-range.
Yeah, but a stable mid-range.
Oh yeah, mid-range, stable, backhand.
Okay, my first backhand. Hole 5, 207, just right up there. Pins right in the middle. Backhand with a stable mid. Buzz GT.
And go buzz.
I don't dislike this choice at all, Frey. Don't hit that. Oh! Not bad. I think I might even be putting. It's a long putt, but it's a putt.
Yep.
A putt that I can make.
Birdie.
Heck yeah. All right, Frey, what you got for me?
You got a forehand, overstable, mid-range.
Whew. I would rather a fairway or a driver, but I can accept that. Hole 6, 177, uphill, tucked behind those trees. I normally like to do an overstable, like fairway or driver on forehand. So instead, we just have a overstable mid-range. So pretty good choice overall. I'll take that. Oh, I think I torqued that over too much. But maybe a putt, easy approach.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. Okay, we did get into putting range just barely, so a little bit of a long putt, kind of similar to the last one. And that's not going in. But it rolled under the basket, so that's a tap in.
Yep.
Go ahead.
You got an overstable putter grenade.
Are you joking me?
No.
Overstable putter grenade. I mean, honestly, it's a grenade. It doesn't even matter what disc I throw. But I guess that's an owl on grenade. Hole 14, 236. It's straight out here and then fade to the left.
Grenade.
I'm not sure that the owl would be my first choice on this hole. Just because of distance and overstability. I like throwing like a neutral fairway on backhand here. But I get to throw the owl on grenade. Also, I don't practice grenades. So if anybody wants to criticize my form on grenade, I mean, go ahead. Doesn't hurt to see the criticism so I can try to learn to do it better. But this is probably going to be ugly.
You wouldn't do the owl off this tee, and you wouldn't do the grenade off this tee.
I sure wouldn't.
And then guess what? You mash it up, and there, an owl grenade.
I mean, honestly, with a grenade, I don't know that it matters what disc. This is going to be terrible regardless. Okay. Oh my gosh.
Was that a grenade?
Well, throw a grenade and you hit first available tree. All right, guys, and we have moved forward all of
like
20 feet and 20 feet to the right. So Freyja's just rolling on the tee pad.
Okay, you got an overstable fairway doing a forehand.
Forehand overstable fairway. I can work with that. Overstable fairway? Yeah, I had to bring the Firebird for that. Okay, now the question is, what is the line? I think the line is going wide with a lot of anhyzer. Let it fade down there and hopefully fade out right. That's too much anhyzer. Oh, it's going to pan a little. Not going to make it there, though.
You got closer than the grenade.
All right, after how that grenade started this hole, I'm glad that I'm in putting range, so I don't have to worry about the dice on this one. Well, it's a tap in.
Okay. Is it okay if I roll again? You got a grenade.
Oh, jeez. Did I? Oh my gosh. 3 ones. That's crazy. If you want to.
Okay, so you got a grenade that's understable, that's a mid-range.
Understable mid-range grenade.
Yes.
It's almost the same thing, but I'm doing it with the gauge instead. Wonderful. Maybe I'll get better at the grenade. Hole 15, 237. I like to throw like the Firebird or maybe the Raider on forehand on this hole is what I prefer. But nope, we're going to throw the gauge on a grenade again. Also, that is terrible luck because the grenade only pops up on snake eyes, which means it's only got a 1 in 36 chance. And I've gotten it twice already. I think the dice are loaded. I think my daughter did something to load the dice.
I'm not magical. Or am I?
Are you devious, though? I'm going to take that eyebrow waggle as a yes. All right, let's see if I can make this grenade go a little further than the last one.
It just goes up and hits your head. Aww.
I think if I start actually throwing grenades, I need to like turn my body to the left more because I am really throwing grenades to the right. Again, I don't practice grenades, so.
And you're doing it too far.
What do you mean doing it too hard? That's what they're supposed to do.
Too far.
Too far because you want me to have to throw more times with the dice?
No, you need to go up and you hit your head.
No.
Yes. Okay, let's see. You got a backhand, overstable, mid-range.
Okay, so runway on backhand. I can work with that.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a line of like 3 trees in between me and the basket. So since I'm doing overstable backhand, honestly, a forehand would be better. But overstable backhand, I'm going to try to weave it between these trees and come back. I don't think I threw it hard enough. Nope, I didn't. And it's going to roll away. I'm pretty sure it's still going to be a putt, though. Okay, so leaving myself a long putt again. And leaving myself a tap in again.
You got a thumber for the first time.
A thumber? Okay.
Fairway stable.
Stable fairway with a thumber. Okay, so that's the insanity on thumber. Got it. Hole 16, 156, just up and to the right. Thumber's not an all bad choice on this hole. I'm not really a thumber guy, so it's probably not going to be great. But we're going to do that with the insanity. I'm going to try to actually throw this with a little bit extra turn on it to hope it pans to the right like it's supposed to. It's probably not going to work.
Isn't a thumber just a tomahawk, but the version that is harder for you?
Yeah, kind of. So if you're not familiar, a tomahawk is where you're putting your finger on the inside of the disc. You're throwing like a forehand, but you're throwing over your head. A thumber is where you're doing the same thing, except you put your thumb on the inside of the disc. And it's the same throw. Well, I actually threw it kind of as a roller. And that reminds me, I should have put forehand and backhand roller into this mix. I didn't even think about those. Oh, well, that worked. All right, so I actually gave myself a putt. Luckily, this isn't a very long hole. This is quite uphill. I don't know if I can. I'm going to put a lot of oomph on this. Oh, nope. Huh, all right.
You almost hit me. You got a putter, overstable, forehand.
So forehand, the owl. Interesting. Okay. Hole 17, 201, forehand with the owl. Doesn't seem like the worst choice, but I guess we'll find out. Yeah, that's not a bad shot. Way short, but it's not a bad shot. All right, so point of view, here's me to the basket. I think I am outside edge of circle 2, which means, Freyja, since we said mid circle 2, what am I throwing?
You are throwing a thumber.
A thumber? Okay.
Overstabled fairway.
So Firebird thumber from 60 feet. Odd. Okay. Okay. Thumber from this range. I don't even know how to do this without making it go way over that hill. So I guess I'm gonna try to throw high and hope that it just falls and crashes.
Just try to not throw far.
Oh geez, where is that going? I hit something over there. So I think I'm in putting range at least. This was lucky because I definitely am in putt range. I thought that I was going to be way back behind me. Get in there. Thank you.
It's
All
the
right, Frey.
last roll.
Last hole. You might get one more depending on how bad this one is.
It's a 9. It's a forehand.
Oh, you're sad that I have to do a forehand?
But you haven't done the scuba or pterodactyl.
I really don't want to do a pterodactyl.
Okay. It's a putter, and it's an understable.
Understable what?
Understable putter.
Oh, understable putter, and it's a forehand.
Yes.
Understable putter. So that's the proxy on forehand. Well, I haven't thrown the proxy yet, so that's good. Okay, so throwing the proxy on forehand at all, unless it's just a little chip up, does not sound like a fun time to me. So, Frey, you may get to roll one more time because I don't know that I'm going to get in putting range with this unless I get real lucky. So, I just have to try to get as low as possible to try to get this a little bit of hyzer so that it'll flip up because this thing's understable. And I still turned it over. Yeah, I only got like halfway down. You're going to roll again.
Okie dokie.
All right, so because we got only one more roll, we figured we'd just do it back over here. So, Frey, go ahead and roll.
Oh, you got a forehand again.
Don't sound so disappointed.
Yeah, but it's again.
So, forehand with a mid-range.
A mid-range overstable disc.
Overstable? Okay. So that's the runway on forehand. I don't mind that. All right, guys. Freyja is very disappointed that I did not get to throw a scuba or a pterodactyl. And she's not really sure what they look like. She wants to see what they look like. So for Freyja, I'm going to go ahead and throw them. They are not going to count towards the round, but from this tee pad, I'm going to try to throw a pterodactyl and a scuba. Scuba is easy. Pterodactyl is not.
If you make it in the basket, it counts, right? Or if you
Well, sure, but I'm not making it in the basket with either of these throws.
You might.
All right, so we're going to start with the scuba. It's easy. I'm going to go scuba on a gauge. Scuba's easy. Scuba is just simply a backhand throw, except you're doing a forehand grip. So you're holding the disc upside down, throw as a backhand. And that was a terrible scuba, but that is a scuba. Now, pterodactyl. Pterodactyl, backhand grip, backhand throw, but you throw it from the right side of your head over your shoulder. So the idea is that you're actually trying to throw it like this. I don't even know how to do a run-up on this. Oh, I don't think I can run up on this.
Just throw it.
Oh, threw it right in the weeds. That was terrible. Glad I didn't have to do that. All right, so forehand this up. Oh, that's not great. Actually, it's not bad. I should be able to putt that.
Yep.
All right, Frey, and that makes 18. All right, guys, so that finishes up our 9-hole loop. We played holes 1, 2, 5, 6, and then 14 through 18. So Freyja has a joke she wants to tell you.
Okay. Why can't you hear pterodactyls going to the bathroom? Because the P is silent.
It's terrible. Also, aren't I the dad? I should be telling the dad joke.
No.
No? Oh. Well, I guess I was confused on that. All right, guys, thanks so much for coming along for the ride. I had a good time. Frey, did you have a good time?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Also,
all right, guys.
I think I heard that joke from you, so.
I might have told you that joke, yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys, thanks so much. Have a good day.